Like a hunter checking a snare, every morning Frances Coates inspects her trap. But today she already knows what she'll find, same as yesterday.
Absolutely, basically nothing.
She has 30 of these pollen monitoring stations across the country. Normally at this time of year, many of them would be full of tree pollen. This is the lowest grain count she's seen in years.
This year the spring has been very slow, very cold, and very damp. So the pollen is the trees are just not ready to release their pollen yet.
Different species normally pollinate at different times of the year, but a shortened spring means trees are on a tight deadline. Many might end up pollinating together.
Open it really big. I have to get ready for a major influx of patients.
Dr. Mark Greenwald says this year the trees have built up a huge warehouse of pollen and are just waiting for a couple of warm days.
So it'll be a shorter season, but the load of allergenic material that the allergic person has to deal with will be dumped on them very quickly.
Or, depending on the weather, it could be the exact opposite.
If the weather stays too cold too long, the trees just basically decide not to release very much of their pollen.
If so, this year may end up being an anomaly. Some scientists have found the allergy season has been starting earlier and lasting longer, possibly because of climate change. But it's still too early to know for sure because they only have 20 years worth of data.
Weather patterns have been on record for many, many years compared to what we have.
This year, it seems, could go either way. If it's a long, hot summer, it could get sneezy. The reverse, if it's cold and wet. An ironic consolation, at least allergy sufferers wouldn't have to stay indoors. Kim Brunhuber, CBC News, Toronto.